Okay, today we're going to have a look at managing your human resources out in the field using Sky Mobile deployed on an iPhone. Human capital management is what it's an industry term for this sort of functionality. So let's jump in and have a look at what's typical in a template application of this sense. To launch the application, I use the Sky icon. And as you can see, our iPhone infrastructure is designed purely for the iPhone smartphone. It makes use of the large screen, the touch interface, easy to navigate and easy to use. Now, if I sign into my application here using my SAP employee number, no password in this instance, I log in and you can see a nice, easy to use main menu. The navigation features that are particular to iPhone are all incorporated in the rich client, the Sky Mobile rich client for iPhone. For example, I can scroll and I can make use of the level functionality within the iPhone. I'm able to pinch, zoom, all standard features within an iPhone, all catered for within the rich client that comes with Sky Mobile. In terms of HR functionality, let's have a look at a couple of the basic functions that you would expect to be able to do. A very common process is to record your time. What were you doing? What tasks should it be allocated to? Recording time, you can see, is a very simple, easy to use mechanism. In this case, we can record a date, a time, a work order or a function, a cost center, an activity, all then posted into cross-application timesheets, or CATs as it's known in SAP. Another very simple process is to record a leave request. For example, this leave request, I might want to go in and create a new request, or I might want to have a look at some saved requests to see if they've been approved or rejected. Creating a request, again, is very simple. I enter the type of leave that I want to take. Paid holiday in this example, it's for today. Of course, I need a break. I'll tell my manager that. I can type that in using the iPhone keyboard. Okay. If I choose to, I can go and get a leave balance, so I can understand my current balance. That leave balance will be a synchronous call to SAP. And as you can see there, I've got plenty of leave available, so I can save that. And now that will appear in my saved requests. Okay, so we can see that's been created and it's awaiting approval. One of my earlier requests that I could easily have a look at, you can see here, its status is still waiting approval. If I go back, some of the other functionality, such as displaying messages, I may want to go in and see, for example, if my leave has been approved. Again, making use of SAP workflow this time, the message has been generated and sent down to me to let me know that request has been processed. Other typical functions are things like making use of a directory search. In this example, we can go in and search our entire employee database. We can apply security, of course, to limit what I can and can't see. But in this instance, let's, for example, say I want to go and look for a particular department. Some well-known football teams here to represent our department, so I can search that. And here we can see a number of players or employees all listed. And I could go in and display their details. Okay, so we can see there the different players, and on occasions we may even have a picture associated with that, their details, their phone number, their email address, etc. So they're just some of the examples. Some of the softer functions that you may put into a HR application are things like company news, RSS feeds that you may want to supply to the device. You may want to deploy web services such as weather. Where am I going? Who am I going to see? What's the temperature? That sort of softer functionality makes this employee self-service portal effective on a device that's very easy to use, well loved by your staff in terms of the iPhone architecture. It's easy to navigate. It's a tool that they can actually use for business rather than just being a personal toy. All of that is enabled with Sky Mobile. As we've talked about, it's a middleware-free architecture designed to extend SAP out into the field rather than replicating SAP out into some third-party systems.